What is up, everyone? It is your man on fire mentor, David Mailer, coming to you, as always, weekly to dive into the topics that you have been asking for. And today, we are going to take a look at, do you, yes you, feel like a prisoner in your own life? Do you feel like a prisoner in your own life? So, without any further ado, let's dive right into the fire, right? Some men fear the fire and some men become the fire. Love that quote. Some men fear the fire and some men become the fire. So what do I mean, do you feel like a prisoner in your own life? Well, it's likely fair to say that most men, when you ask them, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want out of life? You know, a guy will say, well, I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I want to be free, right? I want freedom. I want to be fulfilled and I want to be happy. Simple requests. Then you ask a man, well, what does that look like? What does that look like to be happy? What does that look like to be free? What does that look like to be fulfilled? And you have a deer in the headlights type of response, because most men have never paused long enough to actually take inventory, actually look more deeply into, like with the magnifying glass, if I could create my life the way that I wanted, if I could paint the canvas the way that I wanted, if I am the creator of my own destiny, do I dare to dream big? Or do I shrink and contract and settle for a life of mediocrity, a life of fair and bland and good and okay? No! That's not why we're here, right, Sean, right, Alan? We're not here for a life of neutrality. We're not here for a life of complacency. We're here for extraordinary. We're here for phenomenal. So, do you feel like a prisoner in your own life? Well, what would make you feel like a prisoner is if you know deep down you're built for so much more and you've been selling yourself short and living below the standard of the man that you were born to be. Now, you might not have that awareness in the foreground because we have become really good at not wanting to visit feelings of inadequacy, not wanting to visit feelings of being unworthy or being unlovable. So we've gotten really good at making those feelings go away. We've gotten really good at doing things like weed and alcohol and porn and strip clubs and overworking and overworking out. And we got all these ways to try to get away from these feelings of inadequacy. But the truth is, why a man would most likely feel like a prisoner in his own life is if, one, you're not a fully expressed man. You don't own your self-respect. You don't own your boundaries. You don't own your voice. You don't own your center. You don't feel rooted. You're not connected to your intuition. You're not connected to your heart. You're not connected to your creator, to source, and you're just kind of going through the motions of life. You're the hamster on the wheel. You're the guy that wakes up one day and says, how did I end up here? And you know that life just feels mundane. Every day looks the same. It's Groundhog Day all over again. Right? Give me a thumbs up if you could relate to what I'm sharing. This was me, so I know most likely most of you listening, it was you at one point of your life where you just know you're going through the motions of life. You're on the merry-go-round. Now, it might show up where you feel disrespected. It might show up where you're not happy in your marriage. It might show up where you're not happy in your career. It's not your true passion. It might show up where you recognize you're disconnected from your mission and your purpose. It might show up as if there's a health complaint going on in your world. So you feel like a prisoner because you've lost your personal power. You have lost your personal power as a man. And now, rather than face that, rather than up-level your standard, rather than crack through the ceiling and find out what you're made of, rather than getting out of the stands and down on the field and rolling up your sleeves and getting dirty, what do most men do? They hide. They numb out. Weed, alcohol, you name it. You guys have all these ways of getting away from your pain. Do you know what I'm saying? Dean knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, and let me know, guys, if you're able to hear me okay on the microphone here. I want to make sure that it's coming through loud and clear. Otherwise, I got to adjust something here. But why we feel like a prisoner is when we are not fully in our power. And what does that mean? It means that life is happening by default, not by design. You're not the creator of your destiny. You've given up the helm of your ship. You've let the pirates take over your mind. And you guys need to know that the pirates have to work for you. You're the captain of your ship. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten that you're the captain of your ship? You're the captain of your destiny. It doesn't matter what's thrown your way. It doesn't matter what cards you're dealt. Everyone has had a bad deck. Everyone has been dealt a bad hand. Many men have gone through physical, emotional, sexual, mental abuse. We've all had hurts, wounds, and traumas, and I'm not here to downsize any of that. Right, Dean? Right, Scott? Carlos, you hearing me? I'm not here to downsize any of that. But that doesn't define your destiny. Your history is nothing more than your story, his story. That's what history is. And you're either going to let it be leverage and fuel to help you transform and tap into all that energy to more powerfully show up in this world, or you'll be victimized by your past. So why you would feel like a prisoner is you're not in your authentic power. You're not fully expressed. You're walking on eggshells. You become the pleaser, the yes man, turning her into mom. You're looking outside of yourself, externally sourcing your happiness and other people's moods or how other people think about you. That determines how you feel about yourself. That's not being a man on fire. No. That's where you'll feel like a prisoner. And if you're not living the life that was meant for you, if you're living under your true potential, of course you'll feel like a prisoner in your own life. So, can you relate to what I'm sharing here, guys? Smash up that like key. Throw me some fire signs. Put something in the chat. Let me know that you're actually receiving what it is that I'm sharing here. What are you getting from my transmission? What is the message that you're actually hearing from what I'm sharing? What are you hearing? What are you actually hearing? Are you hearing me, Sean? You hearing me, Dean and Alan and Scott and Michael? You guys hearing what I'm sharing today? Thomas, good to see you, man. So, when a man says that he wants freedom, as opposed to where you feel like a prisoner in your own life, what that really means is you have to take back your power. I don't mean by force. I don't mean by steamrolling other people. I mean you must begin the authentic journey of reclaiming who you are. You must recognize that you've been selling yourself short and living below the standard of who God made you to be and who you signed on to be. So of course you're going to feel like a prisoner if you can't communicate. The cat's got your tongue. You're walking on eggshells. You're tiptoeing around on broken glass. You become the pleaser. You become the yes man. You turn her into mom, or you're steamrolling her, or gaslighting, or using force. Of course you'd be the prisoner if you're not fully expressed. Of course you'd be the prisoner if you haven't reclaimed your own self-respect. This was me. Please like me, the pleaser. Right? Oh no, I do good for other people because I genuinely care about other people. I just like to see people happy. Yes, that's all true. And you don't like conflict. You don't like things that are adversarial or controversial in nature. You avoid it like the plague. And you go into your yin, your feminine energy. Not that there's anything wrong with that energy. You have to have a healthy integration, a healthy balance. But when life is demanding that you face and you confront the things that are in front of you, like your marriage, I can't tell you how many men I work with. And men are so weak in the knees that they're terrified to have a conversation with their wife. How is this possible? Well, I'll tell you how. You've turned her into your mother. You're looking for her approval. You've turned her into one of your elementary school or junior high school teachers, and you're looking for her approval. And guess what? You're not going to get it because you have to trade in wanting to be liked for your own self-respect. You have to cut the cord of codependency from what other people think about you and not worry about that. You have to cut that cord of seeking external validation, and you have to reclaim yourself. I don't mean with an attitude towards people. I mean with an attitude of enough is enough. Enough of me only feeling validated based on how other people think about me. Enough of giving my power away. Enough of letting people outside of me define who I am. Enough of that. I'm bigger than that. I'm better than that. Time to reclaim my power, reclaim my voice, reclaim my self-respect. And for many of you, reclaim your balls. Yes, you heard me, reclaim your balls, because I can't tell you how many men have given them away. And you're just tiptoeing around your household, sleeping in another room, and you're terrified to have a conversation with your wife. This is no way to live as a man. So yeah, I'm giving it to you straight, I'm giving it to your heart, but I'm giving you tough love, because that is why you feel like a prisoner. It is nobody else's fault. You can no longer point the finger outward. We all know that when you point one out, you got three pointing back at you. That doesn't work. You hear me, guys? Smash up that like key. Throw me the fire signs, because it is time to dive into the center of that fire. See, Alan knows what he's talking about here. He was the please like me guy. And he traded that in for self-respect. In fact, he made it to one of our 4-day immersions. This is our Man on Fire Rising 4-day immersion, where we lock your butts in a room for 4 days and no one gets out, right? If you saw Bronze Tail. First I asked you to leave, now you can't leave. What does that mean? We're not letting you out until the real you emerges. You come into the program, you're wearing all these masks, this facade, this fake, this phony, this fraud, this guy that's been masquerading around as you, wrecking his marriage, destroying his finances, or overworking and trying to make money to compensate for inadequacies in other areas of your life. That doesn't work. So we lock you in a room, lock you for 4 days. How many days? 4 days. Well, you can't move. It's myself, the coaches, and other men who are part of our inner chamber. And we help you find yourself. We help you find your light again. We help you become illuminated to a more congruent, a more aligned version, the real you. You feel like a prisoner because you're not being the real you. You've been masquerading around as an imposter, as a fake, a fraud, a phony. Whether it's the fake ego, fluffing up your chest, rah, 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 pounding your chest. Whether it's the pleaser, whether it's the yes man, whether it's turning into mom, whether it's the martyr who likes to call himself the, what's the name that we give that person? He is the rock. I got it. I'll handle everything for everyone. Yeah, but you can't feel. You got no emotions. So eventually you're going to lose your wife because she can't feel you. So you're handling everyone else's problems, but you do that to avoid your own. You do that to avoid your own vulnerability. I'm not saying it's not great to take care of family problems, but don't do it where you're doing it where you're hiding behind that, which a lot of the rock guys do. And the rocks are the guys that can't feel. They've shut down their emotions, right? That's no way to go through life. That's a way to feel like a prisoner. So if you are on a boat, and it's your boat, it's your ship, and you let the pirates take over, the ego, that voice in your head, they're going to take you to Skull Island. They're going to take you to the island called, let me show you how to wreck your life. They're going to take you to the island called affairs. They're going to take you to the island called divorce or separation. They're going to take you to the island called, let me show you how to make a lot of money and lose a lot of money. They're going to take you to the island called, I'm good at my job, but I don't really love it. It's not my passion, and I'm not connected to my mission and my purpose. That's where they're going to take you. They'll take some guys to the island where they actually want to harm themselves. Let me jump off a bridge. Let me drive into a tree. Let me hang myself. Let me shoot myself. What is that? You become a prisoner of the voice in your head, which is not you. It's not you. It's the pirates. It's the ego. You want to call it Satan? You want to call it the devil? That's your choice. I call it the pirates. But guess what? It's your ship. It is your ship. And it is time to take back the helm of your ship. You, yes, you are the captain of your ship. You put those pirates to work. Swab the deck or walk the plank. Those are your two choices. Swab the deck or walk the plank. So you take back control of your ship. You start to reclaim your self-respect, your confidence, your certainty, your clarity, your focus, your presence, your power. All right, now I'm taking the ship where I want to take this ship. Life by design, not life by default. All right, who's feeling me? Who's hearing me? Smash up that like key. Throw me the fire signs. Let's dive into the center of the fire. Let's go, guys. Let's go. That's right. I'm pumped today. I'm pumped because I don't want to hear that you feel like a prisoner in your life. Now, what do you do? What do you do if that's you? What do you do? Thomas is feeling me. I know Thomas is feeling me. What do you do? I'm going to tell you what I would do. See my hand? Reach out. Reach out. Ask for support. Hey, I need support. Hey, I need help. You know why guys don't do that? They're terrified to be vulnerable. They're terrified to appear weak. Oh, I'm weak. I'm a loser. I must be dumb. I must be stupid. I must be unworthy if I need help. No! That's a sign of intelligence. That's a sign of intelligence if you're asking for support, if you're asking for help. The more vulnerable you allow yourself to be, the more you're in your power. That's the whole foundation of Man on Fire. Is you get support, you get challenged, and you get held accountable. You get support, then we challenge you because iron sharpens iron. Men will grow. Men will rise with challenge. And you need to be held accountable. I mean, how many of you have said all these massive changes you're going to make in your life? I'm going to go to the gym starting tomorrow. I'm going to quit my job and get a real job that I love. I'm going to start making more money. I'm going to. No, you're not. No, you're not. Why? Because no one's holding you accountable. No one's holding you to the fire. And unless you're a Navy SEAL, you're not going to do it. Because the energy that you set it in, the mood that you set it in, it's going to quickly fade. Gravity's going to set in. You're going to project this to the future, tricking yourself into the belief that you're going to get it done, and you won't. So I'm giving you the antidote. Reach out. Ask for help. Get support. Allow yourself to be challenged. And allow yourself to be held accountable. Accountable to your word, to yourself. That's the antidote. So for those of you that want a taste of what that looks like, get registered immediately if you're not already registered for Code Red 2022. There's a link below. It'll be codered2022.com. And on this Saturday, for 4 hours, you'll get the best of my material. I'm going to teach you how to get out of your head. I'm going to teach you how to have mastery over your mind. I'm going to teach you breathing techniques, movement exercises, where you can instantly change your state and take back control of your ship. I'm going to get you prepared for no matter what life brings your way. Whether it's the next variant, whether the economy collapses, whether there's a world war. You, my friend, must be prepared for this next normal. This is the new normal, this next normal. But are you prepared? Are you equipped? Are you in a place where your fire is burning so strong that it can't be extinguished? And for most of you, if you're honest with yourself, you'd say, no, I'm not there. Well, then get registered below to CodeRed2022.com. And I'll see you for 4 hours, myself, my coaches, and we will start holding you accountable. And it'll be a great workshop where it's the good first step for you guys. No more hiding in the stands. No more hiding behind watching videos. No more hiding behind listening to audios and reading books. Let yourself be visible. Get out of the stands. Get down on the field. Get dirty. Get muddy. Let's go. Are you feeling me? Are you hearing me? Throw me some comments so I know that you guys are really feeling this right now. What's a takeaway that you're grabbing from this right now? What is something that you've heard thus far in what I've shared with you? What are you hearing, Thomas? What are you hearing, Sean? What are you hearing? Let me know. Michael, let me know. I know you'll be at Code Red. I'll see you there, brother. What are you hearing, John? What are you hearing, Smart? What are you hearing in what I'm delivering today? This sermon that's coming through. They just like to use me. They like to use me and words come out of my mouth. It has nothing to do with me. I'm talking to your soul. It's your wake-up call. We're going to fine-tune that radio. No more listening to the pirates. No more letting your ship end up on Skull Island. No more feeling like a prisoner in your own life and in your own home. Well, yeah, you got to get your body in shape. You got to be full of energy. Yeah, you got to be connected to your emotions because you need that as leverage for change. Yeah, you have to learn how to command your mind and stop being pulled by your mind. Stop living in your head. The whole purpose of being in your head is to avoid taking action. Get you to stay stuck and stagnant. No progress, no growth. You're living in a sea of thoughts. Code Red 2022. I'll teach you how to take back control from your mind. How to start getting out of your head. Out of that sea of thoughts where you have become a prisoner in your own mind. So yeah, you're a prisoner in your life if you're not living the life that was designed by your soul. If you're just working for the sake of working because it just provides a living, you're a prisoner. If you're not vibrant and healthy and alive and electric in your body, you're a prisoner. If you let the pirates take over your ship and feed you negative thoughts that are constantly bringing you down, you're a prisoner. If you're naming, blaming, shaming, judging, projecting, and pointing outward, you're a prisoner. If you're not living your life according to your greatest mission and your greatest purpose, you're a prisoner. If you've lost your connection to Source, Creator, your moral compass, God, you're a prisoner. So no more being a prisoner. It's time to wake up. Who is really hearing me? Because I'm talking to somebody out there. I know one man is going to tune into this, and this message is for you. It is time to wake up. It is time to remember that you, yes, you are phenomenal. You, yes, you are extraordinary. You, yes, you were born for greatness. It is no accident. It is no mistake. God makes no mistakes, and you were born for an extraordinary and a phenomenal life, and anything else is a lie that you've sold yourself on and told it to yourself over and over and over again, and you've ingrained it in through habits and destructive ways in your life. And I'm here to tell you, stop it. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. You have more to give yourself, more to give the world, more to give your family. It is time to wake up. And for those of you that need a little adrenaline shot, for those of you that need the real antidote, for those of you that need the real vaccine, how about we start to vaccinate our mind? How about we start to take back control of thy mind and master our mind, where we are the captain once again of our ship? Who's on board for that? Get registered. Code Red 2022.com. I will see you on Saturday for 4 hours. It'll be an interactive workshop. I'll be doing one-on-one coaching. We'll go through transformations together. I promise you, I will leave it all on the table. I'll give you everything that I have. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please stop listening to the pirates in your head. If you want to remember how amazing you are, tune into my podcast, tune into my Facebook Lives, Instagram, YouTube. Find me. Come to one of my workshops. Get your butt to one of my live Man on Fire Rising 4-day immersions. And find out what you're made of, because a lot of you have forgotten. And I haven't forgotten. My team has not forgotten. The brothers in my community have not forgotten. You are extraordinary. It is time to dive into the center of the fire. So much love, brothers. I'll see you at Code Red 2022 on Saturday. Bye for now, guys.